Welcome into NBC 26. I'm John Miller, joined by Kelly Hallinan, talking a heartbreaking loss for the Green Bay Packers in overtime at Soldier Field to the Chicago Bears. They not only don't get the top spot in the NFC North, they're now the 7th seed in the playoffs. They could have had the 2 seed. They blow a 16-6 lead. With 2 minutes left, the Bears get a field goal, which they kicked that field goal at the 2-minute warning, and they only had 2 timeouts. And then Dobbs muffs an onside kick. I think a lot of people are not going to be happy with Rich Bisaccia, but I think that's more the players. Dobbs got to come up with that. And then Caleb Williams on 4th down beats an all-out blitz. The Packers kind of botch the defensive coverage, and Caleb Williams throws a touchdown. I mean, this is a brutal one for the Packers today, Kelly.
Yeah, you mentioned that onside kick. I mean, it looked like the Packers could have pulled out with a win with this one, but we have all of our notes from the press conference we just listened to, and head coach Matt LaFleur, when asked about Bisaccia's crew and asked about special teams in that play when Romeo Doubs fumbles that onside kick, LaFleur said it's never one play. He said there were so many different plays that you can look at. He said it's never just one phase. I mean, they were 0 for 5 in the red zone. They gave up 16 unanswered points to finish that game. So yes, that was a key turning point in the game. It gave the Bears all the momentum, but there's a lot of different things you can look at and a lot of plays. There was that face mask on Warren Brinson. There were stops the defense could have had late in that one, plays the offense could have made. A lot of things went wrong in this one down the stretch to give up that 16 unanswered points.
Yeah, we could talk about a lot of things that went wrong for the Packers, but I think the first biggest thing we need to start off with tonight was Jordan Love goes down with the concussion in the second quarter. I mean, you're already missing a lot of guys. You're missing Zach Tom, your best right tackle. You're missing Evan Williams, one of the best safeties in the league this year so far. You're missing Micah Parsons. You're missing Tucker Kraft. You're missing Devontae Wyatt. That's tough to win
Elton
games.
Jenkins. We can keep going and going and going.
It's been brutal for the Packers, and they played really hard today in a game they probably should have won. But for this team, moving forward, I mean, if Love's not able to go, they have to win out, basically.
Yeah, if you were to tell me that the Packers and the Bears would be in overtime in Chicago with everything on the line, it feels like, in terms of the lead of the NFC North, and they didn't have any of those guys, I'd be shocked they were even in it. So for them to be able to play like they did, for Malik Willis to be able to come in and put something together to have that lead at the end of the game is honestly shocking. But again, in the NFL, as head coach Matt LaFleur would probably say, there are no moral victories. A loss is a loss, just like a win is a win. But looking at Malik Willis, since we mentioned him, LaFleur said in the postgame press conference how poised he was to come in. We've seen him do that so much. He said he made plays with his legs, with his arms, off schedule. And he said the operation was overall pretty smooth, but obviously just not enough at the end. So Malik Willis is obviously, we'll see how long, concussion protocol can vary. We'll see how long Jordan Love is out. But Malik Willis is probably going to have to step up. They face the Ravens here at Lambeau Field here in a week. So Malik Willis will probably be QB1, I'm assuming. Obviously, we'll see Jordan Love's status, but there's a lot of different guys that are going to have to step up. Tonight, there were a lot of guys stepping up, that next man up mentality with some of those guys out. But yeah, it's going to be definitely a different look in practice this next week, and we'll just see, that's what LaFleur said. That's football. You got to stay resilient. You got to continue to fight. That's the NFL.
Yeah, Love took a really tough shot to the head in the second quarter that knocked him out of the game. That was brutal. But Malik Willis, I mean, 9 of 11, 121 yards and a touchdown. This guy just comes in and he makes plays.
I don't know how he does it. He's so chill.
Calm, cool, and collected. I mean, I think you have to love what you see from him. I think absolutely, if the Packers can somehow get him back in the offseason, that would be a wonder, because every time he fills in, he does great. Who knows how he does with another team? But I honestly think he deserves a starting job to compete for one somewhere else, and that's not going to happen with the green and gold anytime
soon. It was a
soon.
little scary, though, at the end. He took a tough hit, and the Packers didn't have a third-string quarterback. I looked at John, and I said, well, we have Clayton Tune on the practice squad, but who's going to come in if Malik
I said,
Willis
Kelly, you got to go in there.
And you said Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, that's what they said on the broadcast. Josh Jacobs was the emergency
Yeah.
quarterback, according to LaFleur at halftime.
Yeah,
So.
but I mean, you saw other guys, not even at quarterback, but Savion Williams was out there. We were looking at Matthew Golden to get some more reps when Christian Watson and Jaden Reed collided at one point. It was almost like looking at the Packers bench like, all right, you get a rep and you get a rep, because everyone was going down tonight. In the tight end room, obviously, Josh Wiley suffers a concussion last game. Fitzpatrick now out with or not out, but left the game with an Achilles injury.
Yeah, that's never good. I'm sure he's out for the year.
I mean,
don't want to speculate, but he's likely out for the year with an Achilles tear.
Yeah, LaFleur said that he's going to have to talk to Goody on the plane ride back.
Hey, Mercedes Lewis just got cut by the Rams a few weeks ago. He could be back for the Packers. They're throwing out that 6th offensive lineman. Mercedes Lewis is a 6th offensive lineman, and LaFleur's used him in that spot.
Yeah, so there definitely going to be some conversations with General Manager Brian Gutekunst on that plane ride back, because there's a lot of puzzle pieces that need to be figured out in this final stretch of games.
Absolutely. I mean, Kelly, how big are these next 2 games coming up? And it doesn't get easy because
No.
the Ravens are playing outstanding. Lamar Jackson was hurt earlier this year. It's looking like he's hitting his stride. And the Vikings going into US Bank Stadium, that's one of the toughest places to play in the NFL. J.J. McCarthy is looking good after the Vikings stopped having him work on his feet too much and just throw the football. I mean, these 2 games, I mean, do you think the Packers can pull this off? What are you seeing from this team?
I said when I did my little whiteboard breakdown of the playoff picture, I said this week isn't do or die, but after a heartbreaking game like that, it certainly feels like it, right? I don't think any Packers fan has a smile on their face thinking, oh, we're good for the postseason, but their chances of making the playoffs do drop, not a ton, but they go, if they won, it would have been 99%. With a loss, now it's 83%. Obviously, you can't make any crazy, harsh predictions or anything like that. Nothing is set in stone right now. You still got to see how the Lions play. You still got to see how a lot of other teams play on Sunday. But yeah, I mean, the Ravens at home, that's never going to be easy. And then a road game.
Which will be right here on NBC 26, by the way.
There we go, a little promo. But and then a road game, a divisional game, those are never easy. Those are never a given. The Vikings, maybe aren't the Vikings team that they played last year, but they've put together some complete performances. So yeah, I don't think anything is given in this league. I think this is so coach speak, but you have to go 1-0 every week. And you just have to flush this loss. You have to learn from it, definitely. There's a lot to learn from a loss like this one where just kind of everything went wrong at the end of it. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how all of this shakes out, but definitely not a good feeling when you're this close to playoffs and now there's a lot of questions.
I just thought I was listening to Matt LaFleur right there with the coach speak. Yeah, these 2 games are coming up huge. But let's talk a little more about this game, Kelly. I mean, Romeo Doubs was terrific. I think he finished with 5 grabs for 84 yards. He led the team. He had a touchdown. He looked outstanding after having a rough couple of weeks. And then he muffs the onside kick. That's a brutal day for a guy who had maybe the game. Well, he had a couple touchdowns against Dallas, but, he was clutch this afternoon.
Yeah, and he's now questionable. He was injured at the end of the game, so we'll have to see his status too. But that touchdown was great. It was awesome to see Malik Willis connect with Dobbs. Great pass, great catch. And, a lot of other receivers we were kind of looking at it. Didn't see too much from Watson tonight. We talked about maybe seeing Matthew Golden. Didn't see
0 grabs for Matthew Golden tonight.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's just
it's kind of baffling how he's not getting involved, if you ask me. I mean, they tried to get him a couple end arounds, but...
Yeah, I thought Emmanuel Wilson did a good job stepping up, though. Josh Jacobs, everyone knows that he's been playing through that knee injury. It's been a lingering knee injury all season, and he's been playing through it. And so for him to go out there, and it doesn't look like he's injured, the way he's running into guys and barreling through people. But obviously after that fumble, I don't think he ever got back in the game. And so whether that's an injury thing, whether, they just thought, okay, Emmanuel Wilson's doing okay, we'll trust him. But yeah, it's just, Romeo Doubs did look great on there on that touchdown pass, but the Packers probably wanted a little bit more from some of their other guys. But I know it's tough when you're dealing with a lot of injuries and people stepping into different roles.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are doom and gloom, but we don't like to be doom and gloom. I thought Emmanuel Wilson played terrific today. Jacobs hurt. Wilson was sick last week. A lot of people dogged on him, and I know he got after some people maybe on Twitter or something, if I remember correctly. But 14 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, he was barreling over people. I thought the offensive line blocked great for Willis as well as Emmanuel Wilson. And that fumble by Jacobs kind of hurt them. They kind of could have put their foot on the throat, it felt like.
And that's what I totally understand what LaFleur means when he says that, all right, the Romeo Doubs muffing the onside kick wasn't ideal, especially at that point in time with the clock on their side right after the 2-minute warning. But there were a lot of other plays. There was the Josh Jacobs fumble. There, you can list a lot of different things where maybe the momentum shifted and things started to go wrong. But we were looking at the stat sheet. And one thing that really stuck out to me this game: time of possession. Packers had the ball for 38 minutes versus the Bears 26. Red zone, the Packers were 0 for 5 in the red zone. I mean, at third downs, the Packers were 50% on third down. I think 6 for 12. I think the Bears were 2 for 11. So you look at this game on paper and you think, what happened? But it was just those key plays that were really, really bad timing plays.
Absolutely. You lose a turnover battle. You got the fumble, and then you have the muff punt. I mean, that's or the muffed onside kick. That's not going to help you win the game. But this team, I liked what I saw from them. I liked the game plan from LaFleur. You win the time of possession. You're keeping your defense that's a little battered off the field. They're fresh, and then at the end, they were just, I think, on the field too long, and the Bears kind of took advantage. But the Bears were also gassed up there. DJ Moore was so gassed he got a illegal motion penalty. He wasn't set. But I thought the Packers did everything they needed to do play calling wise to win this game. The players didn't make the plays. But Kelly, I kind of think we need to talk about special teams a little bit. they've lost them a few games this year. LaFleur says it's not one play. It's not one play that loses you the game, but, I mean, this is just off the top of my head, and I think there's a few more. I mean, they could have put the game, they could have went up against the Browns, the block kick. In Dallas, there's the extra point blocked for 2, tie game, and then you have a game like this. I might be missing one, then you have a muffed onside kick, but then you have this one. I mean, it's special teams isn't tough, but you're paying Rich Bisaccia the most money out of any special teams coordinator. I don't know if that's true still, but as of last year, I know for sure he was the highest paid special teams coordinator. He's got to get that unit rolling if they're going to make. You don't want that to come back and haunt you in the playoffs. Your special teams. We saw it back in 2021 when they lost to the 49ers here at Lambeau Field in the playoffs.
Well, it sounds like John is going to have a lot of questions in the coordinator press conference coming up this week. But no, honestly, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. But I mean, also to play devil's advocate, special teams did have to deal with wind. I know that has nothing to do with muffing a punt and losing the other games, but I thought Brandon McManus did a good job handling the wind. Those kicks were probably insanely tough. I know I probably wouldn't have made them. So yeah, he did a great job managing with the wind and with the conditions. And but yeah, I mean, a lot of things to clean up and a lot of questions that I'm sure LaFleur will have to sit down with Bisaccia and talk about. And I'm sure you'll have a lot of questions too this week.
Yeah, we'll find out. You'll be on vacation, going on a very nice Christmas trip back home.
Yeah.
But Kelly, I want to talk a little bit about the defense. They played outstanding tonight. They should have won them the ball game. Sure, they collapsed a little bit at the end, but they played good for almost the whole game.
Yeah.
Who stuck out to you that maybe really shined, especially missing guys like Micah Parsons and Evan Williams?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was surprised by the unit as a whole. Matt LaFleur said afterwards, he said they were outstanding. He said, you know, for what they had to deal with injuries and with the loss of Evan Williams and Micah Parsons, that they played pretty well. And he said just late in the game, there were a lot of unfortunate plays. And I agree. I think, you know, seeing the Bears go 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, I was kind of surprised Caleb Williams didn't get going, especially with what Bo Nix was able to do last week against them. He got a lot going through the air with 4 touchdowns. So I was just impressed with the way they were able to force the Bears to go through it out, not really let Caleb Williams get going. Obviously, they struggled in the run game late in the game a little bit. We have our stat list we got to look at. DeAndre Swift, 13 carries, 58 yards. DJ Moore, 5 receptions, 97 yards and a touchdown. Just late in the game, you saw Keyshawn Nixon slip up, and that's really what Packers fans are going to remember from this one. They're going to say, why was he wide open, and how did he get this many yards, and how did Caleb Williams do this, and how did he get out of the pocket? But I think overall, with what they were dealing with, just with injuries, and with Caleb Williams being such a threat on his leg, on the ground and in the air, I thought they did a pretty good job containing them. But who really stuck out, I'll say Javon Bullard.
Yeah, I thought sometimes, you know, on the defensive line, they played 3 defensive tackles and only 1 defensive end. They were changing up the scheme without Micah Parsons. I thought Rashawn Gary did a pretty good job today. It seems like he was in the backfield quite a bit. Lucas Van Ness was even back there. I thought Jordan Riley in a couple runs, like he stuffed the run pretty good. So I'm not worried about this defense right now. Jeff Hafley, he plays to his players. He doesn't, you know, like he said, he goes, I don't give, you know, a playbook to the guys and say, this is the defense we're running. No, he plays to the strengths of his players, and I think we really saw that. And Caleb Williams, he can make a couple of great throws, but I thought the Packers made him look, like the quarterback that's coming into his own, but still isn't there yet. And then he had that great throw to win the game.
Yeah, I thought Caleb Williams was going to do a lot more, just knowing with what the Packers were dealing with injuries. You don't have Micah Parsons applying pressure as much. You don't have Evan Williams, who's been picking off quarterbacks all season.
McKinney should have had a pick in this
game. So, you know, I thought they did a good job of containing him. But obviously, of course, the play that's going to be remembered is that deep ball and stuff like that. So it's hard to look at what this defense did when it is a loss, but and the offense. But overall, for what they were dealing with, it was, I mean, they fought. So
I think the biggest thing that people are going to rember is the muffed onside kick. It reminds them, especially because Packer fans, the Brandon Bostic 2014 NFC Championship game, Super Bowl on the line.
Yep.
I had flashbacks. You know, I grew up a Packers fan, and that's all I could see was Brandon Bostic. But you had Dobbs, who was having one of his best games of the year. And you know what? You put your best player or best receiver at the time out there for the game, and he just doesn't make the play. You know, there's still plenty of chances to get off the field.
Yep, but the season isn't over yet. We got the Ravens on Saturday at Lambeau Field right here on NBC 26. And then we have a road trip to Minnesota. So it's not over yet. This game wasn't do or die. I know it feels like it against your biggest rival, but there's still some regular season left. So we'll see how things can shake out, John.
Yeah, thanks for listening to Kelly and I talk. For Kelly Hallinan, I'm John Miller. Make sure to tune in to Tailgate Talk, our pregame coverage for the Ravens game next Saturday night. I'm John Miller. She's Kelly Hallinan, NBC 26 Sports.